Hello there and welcome along. The Gardener Ben here with your next peony review. The beautiful variety in front of me heralds from the Victorian era and is one of three peonies bred at the same time. This particular one is the taller of the three and is still incredibly popular today. And once I go through its growing characteristics, you're going to understand why. The herbaceous peony that I'm working with today is peony alert, or Alertie or Alertie, depending on how you want to pronounce it. This is a short, compact, bushy and very stocky variety, reaching around 60 to 75 centimeters in height and around 70 to 75 centimeters in diameter. This is a high performing variety that's going to give you lots of bang for your buck really quickly. So if you're a little bit on the impatient side and don't want to wait for your peony to mature, this particular one is not only going to be capable of producing multiple flowers per head, but also lots and lots of heads very, very early on. This particular plant, only a couple of years old, supplied this year, already got 1, 2, 3, 4 and possibly 5 flowers coming on it. So a really high yielding variety. So if you're particularly impatient, this variety is going to move quickly for you. A mid-flowering variety producing flowers in late May and early June. This particular variety is what we call a puffball variety, producing these large sphere-like flowers. Really, really beautiful, highly textured, loads and loads of texture and loads of petals in there. The buds open from a sort of a light mid-pink with a slight amount of maroon down the sides, very, very tight. Once they burst open, you have this sort of lovely puffball, miniature football shape effect, like a loofah in its size and shape, measuring around 5.5 to 6 inches in diameter. They really are quite large. Darker pink on the outer edges. They slowly get ever so slightly more pale as you work towards the center of the flower. For me, this also has a slight marbling of light yellow and a little bit of apricot flecked through it as well. Very, very pretty indeed. A really beautiful overall color combination. The foliage, let's pick a little bit for you and bring it close to the camera. Dark emerald green, very, very deeply serrated in its form. Waxy, tough and strong, making it perfect for growing in an exposed situation where obviously it's because it's short and compact, it's also going to be taking a little bit of wind and rain because it's very, very stocky in its makeup. This particular variety needing absolutely no staking whatsoever. You can see let's do the wobble test, very, very strong and sturdy stems, which not only make it great for growing without supports, but obviously great for growing in a container like I have it here, or right at the very, very front of a border. Make it also perfect for cutting as well, because the stems are very, very strong and sturdy indeed. The foliage color is dark emerald green with a slight amount of red and ruby coloring to the outer edges, which are mirrored through the stems as well. You can see the stem here, a little bit of redding to the stem, and the buds themselves ruby red before they start taking color and actually bursting open. So altogether, a really, really lovely variety. This one, I say, perfect for growing in the front of a border, or for growing in a large container, or for growing in an exposed situation. This is a really, really lovely one, which I really like. Fragrance wise, there is a fragrance there. It's ever so sweet, again with those chalky and pollen notes right in the background. This one is Peony Alert. Very, very popular peony, and you can see why, because it's a really high yielding variety, producing really beautiful, large, showy, very, very blousy flowers suitable for cutting or for leaving in the garden, which needs little or no support. A fabulous variety, really, really nice one. This one I'm very pleased to have in my collection here. I'm going to be enjoying this one for several years to come. So if you're looking out for varieties to pair with your roses that are early flowering, this is going to mix really nicely with, for instance, roses like Emily Bronte or the Lady Salisbury, very, very soft pinks with that little bit of apricot and yellow marble through them.